And good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we finally will start the most interesting, most exciting, most difficult, most complicated, depends whom you ask, part of the building, planking. And I think this is actually very interesting. This is like the biggest challenge in the ship modeling, if you can do it in the same way how it was done on real ships. Of course, it is always possible just to close your eyes and say, this is just a model and imitation, so I can plank how my planks are telling me. But I prefer to plank every my model, even if it will be under the copper plates. I prefer to plank every model exactly in the same way how it was done on the real ship. This is always an opportunity to practice and to get that experience. What if the next model will be without copper plates and you have to make planking exactly how it was done on the real ship? So, and especially if it is double planked models, double planked hulls. So this is just even greater opportunity. You can plank first layer exactly in the same way, and if you will make a mistake, then you can close your eyes because you will fix all these mistakes with the second layer of planking. So that's why you can see on every my model which has double planking, I'm making first layer of planking exactly in the same way with stealers, with drop planks, exactly how it should be done on the second layer or clean or finish layer. Because when you made everything correct and it's just perfect, you just have to repeat each plank on top of it. If you made a mistake, you just can dismiss it and continue. So in this case, why it is more difficult and more complicated to work with boats or to build boats? Because usually they are single layer planked and they have to be planked on frames, very thin frames like this Gunboat Philadelphia. We already know that we are competing who is breaking more top timbers, and I think I have beaten everybody. When I was repairing the whale, I have broken 3 additional, or I can count them how many broken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total. So I have 5 total broken frames. I think nobody can compete with me now. So, and this is exactly shows you this is the most difficult part. The frames are so fragile, and if you have to plank your model with single layer planking, you can't clamp properly your plank, so you have to bend it separately from the model to a proper radius or shape before gluing it, because if you will press a little harder on the model, you can break the frame. And that's why when beginners are asking me what model to choose, and I can't say exactly for every modular which one will be the best. It really depends. And if you have a choice between single layer planking model and double layer planking model, then of course it is better to choose double layer planking. But as I said, everything depends. What do you want to build, or what is your favorite period, even what you will be interested in building. So everything is making this choice more difficult and more individual. So I can't say that like if you will build Philadelphia Gunboat, you can build every model on the market. No, you have to practice. What if you like that painted models more? So then you have to practice more with painted models. And the first one should be also painted. Or maybe you were a plastic builder and decided to switch to wooden kits, so then painted models will be just perfect choice for you because you definitely know how to paint them. So returning to our subject, and with the Gunboat Philadelphia, before we will start planking her, I want to show you something. In previous 1 or 2 episodes ago, we were discussing blocks, etc. for the Gunboat, that they are so ugly in the kit. Let me take them. So, squarish, literally just square pieces of wood with some holes. Nothing spectacular, they are not realistic, etc. So let me show you. Oh, I was searching for them all morning long. This is what I want to show you. And I was upset, like, where I have put them. Now I know where. Okay. Literally, I just turned upside down all my entire workshop, and I put them just in the box so I can show you them to you. So, right. Just found them. So what I'm trying to say that these blocks are so unrealistic, can't say really ugly. This is if you just don't have spare money to spend them on beautiful blocks. they will do the job, especially if it is first model, so you can use them. But as you know, we are spending months, sometimes a year to build model, and if you really like it and you know that ugly blocks will just, it will be okay model, they will not spoil entirely as a model, but it will be like, they will do the job. But if you want to add that more spectacular look or more realistic look to your model, I think it's worth to spend another $100, because I believe if you will buy all upgrades, it will be about $100. But I believe that this is something what worth your time. Usually I'm just like, I know what I want to change in every kit, so I'm just can put aside $10 or $20. This is for upgrade, and the moment when this moment comes to upgrade the model, like to use blocks, I already have that $100 to spend on these upgrades. So you can do exactly the same to create a piggy bank. So let me show you now what I have found. Because in Model Shipways store, I have shown you in previous episodes, they have laser cut blocks. They are beautiful, they are with more realistic shapes, but you still have to drop them into that tumbler, rock tumbler, which I converted into sanding tumbler to create that rounded edges to finalize or make that finish touch on to the blocks, so just to make these sharp edges more rounded, exactly how it was done on real blocks. And of course, ask me where I have put all that laser cut blocks. I have no idea. So if you will check previous 2 or 3 episodes ago, you will see that laser cut blocks. And Model Shipways has exactly the same sizes which they have in this kit. Let me show it closer. No, this one. So they have exactly the same sizes. So the biggest one in the kit, 7mm long block, and they have laser cut, also the biggest one 7mm. So you just can replace exactly same quantity and same sizes. This is, let's say, the cheapest way. But in the drawings, who has this book, you can check it. Who hasn't, I will show you here. Let me make it a little darker so you can see it. So in the book, we have the biggest sizes of the blocks. This is sheet block, 8 and 1/2 of an inch. This is about 9mm in our scale. And also the same size for double blocks and single blocks for the biggest cannon. Also 8 and 1/2 of an inch double and single block. So, and because we don't have all drawings in these books, actually ordered from the museum entire full set of drawings, 16 sheets, so they should arrive in about 2 weeks. So then I will be able to count how many and what size, who want to build exactly the same size and to make it more historically accurate. So I believe that I can tell you this in about 2 weeks when I will get the drawings. So right now we can work with all these drawings which we have in the kit or in the book. So for sure, the sheet blocks, they are the biggest one on the sale, on the square sale. So maybe we can't find bigger size of blocks on the model, even in the original drawings. But for sure, for the biggest cannon and for the sheets, we should have 9mm long block. So Model Shipways does not have them. So I was searching for different manufacturer and couldn't find. But I ordered a few samples from a different store. And I was ordering also a lot of stuff for my different model, and I just asked manufacturer if he can make a 9mm size of blocks. And yes, instead of writing me an answer, he just sent me samples with this proper size of blocks. And let me show you this. Just I want to ask you also, how do you think, what is this material? Let me make it brighter now. What they made of? Oh, come on, brighter. I want to make it brighter. What is going on? Brighter. So how do you think? What is this? And just drop in the comments in the chat. And then I will tell you exactly what is this. Maybe I can make it even closer if I will make autofocus and will show you closer. Like this. And also double shield blocks. Difficult to open with one hand. they are already properly rounded. You see, you don't have to use even this sandal tumbler. They are already shaped. So how do you think? What is this? Mahogany has this huge grains, so this is definitely not mahogany. You see how smooth they are. So this is not mahogany. Okay, trying to read also what is... Oh, Brian, you just spoiled all this answers on these questions. Yes, these really are Chuck Passaro's 3D printed. And you can see, I don't know how he did this. Never seen 3D printed parts with such volume, because you can see these lighter spots and darkened. So maybe he is using some sort of a chemical after printing them, but they look like pear. And even more, they are so realistic. So this is a 9mm, this is exactly proper size. And at the moment they already are available even in the store. I checked, so he already designed them, printed a sample and sent me a sample, and already they are available in the store. But in a moment I will tell you how many and what sizes we need, so then we can start ordering them. And yes, this is more expensive way, but I believe just worth your time. And you can just create piggy bank. In the moment we will reach that stage to rig the model, you probably already will have entire amount of money which you will need. And yes, this is what is written on this sticker. Come on, focus. Swiss pair, and this is a website of the store. I have put all links in the description under the video, so you just can check it and go and check what else available in the store. And let me show you more. So this is double, because first samples which I just ordered to check, it was 4mm the most. This one even 1/8 double blocks, triple blocks, single. This was 5/32. Just samples to check, and this is after when I order this, I asked him if he can make 9mm. Yes, he can, and they are just perfect. And let me show you more, because before buying something for the model, especially if I need a lot of this stuff, I'm usually ordering one bag of each, like hooks, belaying pins, just to check if I like it, if it will be good for the model. And yes, usually I'm saying something like what was wooden on the ship should be wooden on the model. After seeing these blocks, I probably have to change my religion, or have to switch to 3D printed religion. But for this kind of 3D printing, when I saw this first time on his models, like, wow, they can't be 3D printed. And Chuck said, like, at the conference, like, yes, they are printed. Like, right. So I have to try this. And when I have seen it, like, touched it, so I agree. They really just perfect. They really are perfect. So let me show you more. This is just samples. Also in the kit we have these belaying pins. Look at this shape. Any single belaying pin on real ship wasn't shaped in this. I don't know, I can't say this is even shape. So I also, where is this? Ordered 3D printed belaying pins. And I'm quite happy with them too. This is 9/16 or 14.3mm long. And I believe I will stick to them too for the Gunboat Philadelphia. Okay. And then I decided also Chuck Passaro, before I asked him, he hasn't in his stock 3.5mm in diameter thimbles, but now he has them also, because 3.5mm, this is our proper size for the Gunboat Philadelphia. So this was also, instead of writing me an answer if he can make them, he just sent me a sample together with my order. So yes, and they are perfect. They have this properly shaped, rounded, I don't know how to say this in English, not carve. So you just exactly for the rope, so it can lay properly. And because before I was just making them from the flat strips of brass, it was just quite difficult technology to make these symbols. Now I think I have to switch to this. I just like them. They are properly rounded, you don't have that seam connection between, so it is visible. You even can see them on my Victory models. The thimbles were cut, so I have to bend them like rings when you were making rings. So same way, similar way I was making thimbles. And it was always a problem to find proper cut, so it will not be that eye-poking. So now we have these 3D printed thimbles, just perfect, without any seams. They are rounded and just can't be better. So I'm switching to this too. And never tried them, but I ordered just to try them on the Gunboat Philadelphia. Also hooks, they already are black, so you don't have to even buy brass black and play with all these chemical liquids to blacken them, so they already are black. Same with thimbles. So I think you just can save even time on this. So let's try. I'm just skeptical because they are plastic, but they really also look so realistic. Just I have to try them. And just the proper shape also. So I think I have to switch to this religion. Chuck did this. He forced me to switch to this 3D printed parts. Actually, this is laser cut parts. All these hooks, they are laser cut, I believe. Also, he has for the gun carriages for smaller scales, not for ours, and not for 1:24, but he has these metal parts for the cannons. Oh, when I was thinking about to say about this part, I just forgot them. If you will check his website, you can find lots of different stuff. Laser cut from black plastic, already just you have to cut it from this sheet and glue to your model. And I believe this is just really can speed up the process and can improve your model dramatically. It can just jump immediately on 2 steps higher in quality and historical accuracy. So this was direct advertisement just because I like it so much. I was so excited, so I want to use it on this kit and to improve it even more and make it more historically accurate. But let's go back to the planking because I am already talking too long. And where is my book again? Book. Again to this drawing. Only a few upper strokes of planking we have here. The rest are not visible. So right here we have 1 stroke above the whales, and we can see where the butt joints positioned. So this is where I will make them on our model, because in the kit I believe, yeah, the upper stroke above the whale, it was just 1 joint, and not correct. Yeah, on the drawings it is showing us only 1 side of the ship. But it's okay, I'm good with that. I will repeat the same joints on the another side too. And because my model already got sort of repair on the whale, my whales with 2 also joints instead of 1, because it was on the mid-frame or about on the mid-frame on the original boat. So that's why upper and lower strokes has this 3 parts strokes. So this is what I will do on our models. And another attention to this model. You see, on the original boat we have only 1 stroke of planks, or 1 stroke of planking above the whale, because in the kit they are suggesting to make it from 2 strokes, or because it's easier to bend when the plank is thinner, but it is not how it was done on the original gunboat. So we will make it from wider plank, and I will probably start with the upper stroke just to protect all top timbers. In the moment we will get glued something to top timbers, less chances that we will stuck and break it. Oh, let me turn off the autofocus. So let's protect all these top timbers first, and then we will move under the whales. If I have enough time, or I'm just again thinking faster than I can work, to make 4 strokes above and under the whales, but we'll see what I will manage to do in this less than 2 hours already. So I will start warming up my plank bender. If you want, drop me in the chat, do you want me to show you again that candle plank bender, or should I make everything with the electric one? Also, I have dropped lots of links in the description under the video, so you can check and purchase exactly the same, or just you can create or make your own plank bender, candle plank bender. I also have the video how I made mine. Come on. Oh. And I'm talking about this plank bender with a jar. It is also working fine, and you can make different diameters. This jar is from the pineapple, rings of pineapple, so this is quite big diameter, but you can use smaller diameters of jars for smaller radiuses, and even the tiniest ones, like with about this diameter, tomato paste. So you can create as many as you want. Just you have to secure the jar so it will not roll. This is only the most difficult part, and then just you can put candle inside and you can bend planks. So literally you can make plank bender out of scrap. And now let's go back. I want to check the drawing in our group build on Facebook. I published a drawing in the group, so let me show you this again. I was playing with drawings from the kit and from the book. And where is this drawing? Just want to open it and to show you on the screen. Come on. And of course it is already moved somewhere too far. Okay, found it. Good. Good. So this is what I want to show you. Screen. I hope it is showing you my screen. Let me check it on the phone. I open my video or stream on the phone so I can see, because sometimes it refuses to show you the screen. And I figured out that if it is full screen, it is not showing it. So I just need to... Oh, finally, it is showing you. So we have these equal sizes of planking under the whale, 9.4 millimeters, and 11.2 millimeters above the whale. So in the kit we have in reverse, they are offering you this size of planking above the whales and this size of planking under the whales. So we will flip them on our model. Okay, let's go back to the stream. Let's find the proper ones. We have very wide planks. And actually, if you will check also drawings in the book, who has books, in the kit they are suggesting to make, where it was, I have seen it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inner planking, and it is above the deck, when on original boat it was total 4 wide inner planking from the top to the floor. So probably the widest planks we will use for inner planking, exactly how it was done on the original ship too. Because somebody who designed the kit decided to make it simpler and easier to bend, to glue. But who is searching easier way, you're welcome to use the drawings from the kit. But who want to take the challenge, you can work with me and do exactly the same what I'm doing. And yes, my husband sometimes is asking me, are you searching for a more difficult way? Yeah. Yes, I am. So let's check what is this sizes. Oh, this is the proper one. And the upper, so this is our, I will need 4. And this is also the same. Yes. So this is for the upper strakes. And let's switch to a bigger screen. And also I will need a glass of water. And where is this shape? This shape or mold for shaping planks. So this is what we will do. And first I will mark on the model. Actually, when we have already whales glued, so we can put model carefully on the side to mark, and just it is easier to do this. when the model can be flipped like this. So I need a pencil also, and one more time, book. So this is bow, this is stern, like this. And I need to find where are these. So this is our, let's say, I don't know, stern castle and or deck in the bow, deck in the stern. I don't know even how to say this, raised decks. So let's say that the deck in the bow where it is ended right here. So this is where should be a joint of this strake. One is here. So let me mark it here also on this side. And the second one should be, okay, is this, where is this? Trying to understand. Also right behind the, actually behind the end of the, so it should be somewhere here. We don't have a top timber here, so we can make it in the end of the, exactly where is the deck in the stern end. So this will be the also butt joint, because on the original boat it is somewhere here. This is what we will do. And let me mark second side here. Now we need to shape. First we will shape in the bow and in the stern two pieces right here, and then we will cut the proper width later after gluing. So I can cut a few proper pieces of length, or I can cut later, but this is just plus minus the size which we will need in the model. If it is warm enough, looks like it. So I just need to make it wet, steam, and shape it. Let me check if it is already hot enough. Maybe it is not hot enough, but we can just dry it longer. It's not convenient like this. And I'm not drying it completely to the end. I just want to pre-shape it, but still want to have some moisture in the plank so I can adjust it on the model. More water. And I don't want to wet it where I have bent it, so I just will add, no, this is not really good brush. I need soft one. I will add some moisture or water here, and we'll continue bending it. Maybe I should record something. In the moment when it will become much hotter, it will be faster. But the slower the better, less chances to break. Let's try it. actually just perfect. Perfect. So let me show you this. So this is what we shaped with this electric plank bender. And this is what we have. I need to cut it somewhere here. Okay, but first I want to prepare this angle because we have absolutely, so like I need to, it is at the moment the end of the plank this direction, and I need to make it at this angle to glue it to this stem and in the stern post. So I need maybe sanding block, and this is what I will do. But before doing this, better to dry this edge. When the basswood is wet, it's too difficult to sand. And now I will do this. Of course, it is much faster to do with this sander. Preferably to clamp it so it will not slide. Oh, I have missed a question. Yes, usually this is what I'm saying. So usually kids are providing you with simplified or simulation imitation instead of doing it historically accurate. But I think this is the most interesting part. If the kit was designed that every child can build, but if you can make it more complicated, it is just more interesting, in my opinion. Just like extra challenge. And let me check this angle. Haven't tightened my disc sander properly, but let me check this angle now. Perfect. Shouldn't be very precise because we still will have that piece of wood imitation of rabbit. So now it is perfect. Let me move the sander somewhere on the corner maybe so I can keep it here. And I can also tighten it. Nah, maybe one is enough. So it should be, if I will tighten it properly, it will not slide. So now let's cut proper length. Of course, my head. I have closed everything. And this is where I have to cut it. I will cut it a little longer so I can sand it. To the proper length. Actually, I also can keep this slicer here, so you don't have to jump every time, and I also can clamp it. Because too long, a little shorter. And maybe I could bring camera closer, but let me glue this piece and then I will bring camera closer. Just to check. Just to check. A little shorter. Something is not right with this angle. Better. Okay, and now I need to chamfer the edge a little, slightly, to make that precise joint. And better to sand each plank separately because it is easier than sometimes on the model. So on the model it will be the last touch with Scotch-Brite or something before oiling, or using shellac as a finish. All this remains from table saw or just tools which were used for cutting these planks. Here was some very strange, maybe branch around this spot. Yeah, foredeck and stern deck maybe, because it's also sort of imitation like forecastle, stern castle. Just very weird for such flat boat. In a moment I will get drawings. They claiming that they should arrive in up to 2 weeks, but they have sent it already 2 days ago. I hope I will get them before next weekend. It's 2 weeks, it's like too long. From Washington to Connecticut, it's not that far. Let me check how it is sitting here. More or less perfect. Let me bring camera closer so you can see, and I will use slight touch with the Scotch-Brite. And I will chamfer only the lower edge. Upper one we will deal after we will cut proper width. Something like this. Closer my camera. and lots of clumps. Never enough. Clumps, this is something that you always are running out of them, so you always want to get more. Oh. In the upper part maybe we can use also this wooden pins, or don't remember the proper name of them. We'll see. I think this should be enough, and I want to actually speed up the process so we can work and glue more planks. So I don't want to clamp for 10 hours, because usually for planking it is better to clamp minimum for 10 hours. 10, 12, if you can hold it, clamp it longer, it is better. So I will speed up this process, curing of PVA with soldering iron. I don't have a socket, but I can disconnect, probably this one. Or what is this? What is this? Don't know what it is, but it is not connected, so I can disconnect this. And the lowest possible temperature, 200 Celsius. Glue. And yes, when I'm already planking the model, I'm usually switching to PVA D3 standard type 2 in the United States, because when it dries it is transparent, and for some reasons, even if you will scrape it, if you will use tight bond, that yellow one, even if you will scrape it after drying, you will get that spot. With this type of white glue you never will get that. Even if something some remains will be around the glued spot, they are transparent and not that visible and noticeable, like when it is yellow spot. So, need to open a new bottle probably. And let's glue it. Since we will have inner planking, you can apply thick layer of glue, well, preferably without applying thick layer of glue on the whales. I will scrape it in a moment. Only on the top timbers, because if it will leak, doesn't matter, it will not be visible, because we will close it with inner planking. Oh, definitely my hands are shaking today. Can't apply properly glue. And where is my favorite tool? To scrape immediately this glue from whales. And let's glue it. Now I can check it. Oh, no, no. This is not what I planned. wooden pins. They should be soft enough so they will not damage the strips. And I need to clean this glue because I need clean joint here. And just to check. So it is. Maybe it's not necessary, it's quite tight, I can see it. And let's speed up the process of curing. Ah, glued my brush properly. I will drop some water here for the brush so it will not dry. Because it's too difficult to clean every time. I just want to turn the model and I want to show you how I will cure the PVA. Okay, now my model will hang in the air like this. So let me clamp it. Like this, and it doesn't matter because it is with double layer planking, but sometimes just to close these gaps you just can also apply some glue on the seams. Not necessary, I'm not always doing this. Just like to create a layer which will hold from like to insulate entire model. So, and with soldering iron I just want to speed up the process of curing, so I can unclamp, for example, one, and I have somewhere thin clamps so I still can hold it without to be in my way of the soldering iron. I'm literally boiling the PVA glue. I will keep clamps in the bowl, but on these straighter parts I can just remove the clamps after such heating. Let me put this clamp here. And then I will hold with this one. I have some sticking out glue here. Where is my favorite tool? Because here it is better to remove it as soon as possible before curing it. with wooden pins it's easier. Even if you will touch wooden pins, they are not melting like plastic ones. Okay. I still will keep some clamps here while I will work on the stern part. I will make it this. I can move this one screen here. So, and where I have marked it was somewhere here, so I need to bend this piece of plank. Which clamp to use, I will add another one here. In proper place. Let's start bending it. And where is the mold? Mold. Properly hidden mold. Again, a little water. And let's shape it. Like first time you are just steaming it, so it will get will heating up the wood and fibers, and second time in reverse you are already bending it. Before I was boiling planks before bending them, but it also can be done without boiling, just steaming like this and warming it up. And in the stern it is not that much carved plank, just a slight shape, curve, radius. Let's check. Maybe even too much. A slight bend here and it will be just perfect. Something like this. I need to bend a little right here. something like this. But now we need to cut proper angle. Here. And I need to cut this small notch with a scalpel. So let me mark it. Maybe this is not the proper radius. Let me check it. The moment I will. Also need to sand it. Where is my small cutting mat? And the scalpel. Where I have marked it. A little deeper. Where is my sharp scalpel? Better to dry the wood, because when it is wet it's difficult. It just smashes, not cuts. A little more. Or maybe with a file. Too tight, so just a little more. A little more. A little deeper. Now a little deeper and slightly different angle. Scalpel. It was in my hand. It's like with blocks where I have put them. Okay. Where is my scalpel? It's not funny. Definitely it's not funny. Almost there. Almost, but not quite. Still, let me check this angle. Where is my pencil now? So I need to make a right angle here, like this. Proper angle. And again, scalpel, not here, here. Still a little wrong radius. Need to send more this angle. Okay. How about now? And a little chamfering, so it will definitely fit in this spot. Almost perfect. Now just a little deeper here. And bigger angle here. Ta-da! Perfect match. So now I can cut the length. Oh, cut from the wrong side, from marks. Oh, it still can touch the frame. Oof. Wanted to cut with some extra length and cut actually wrong side, but it's still on the frame. What is good? Just slight sanding, and this will be fine. And now sanding with or polishing. Trying to check what I have missed here. So just to clean the plant from all the traces from tools, and again slight chamfering of the lower edge. And just to round a little this sharp edge, just to make it more realistic. And we can glue this small part or small piece. Glue. And because of the high temperature, the glue is thickens immediately, so I will add a fresh drop. Yeah, this is sometimes it is disadvantage, sometimes it's quite a big plus when the glue can cure much faster. Let's glue it. Oh, closed everything with my head, good job. Something smaller. Finally. So I'm clamping with my fingers to bring them as close as possible one to another, and then clamping with the clamps. And this one. Actually, I need to clean also this edge. Now I need to check if any glue. No, nothing is leaking. Good. Nothing is leaking. And again, I will speed up the process of curing with soldering iron, so I can remove clamps much faster to use them for the second side. And we still have 50 minutes, so we'll see if I will make more than these two upper strakes today. Maybe not, but we'll see. Always want to make more. Or I'm planning, that always happens. So let me add this extra glue on the seams between whale and plank. It will dry on its own without soldering iron, just to seal it. More glue. this one will go in the water, and let's cure this PVA glue a little faster. Where is my long clamp? Long clamp, like this one. And this is also another one very common question, where I have bought these long lips, clamps. This is a German manufacturer. I like their regular clamps like this, because this green part is not flipping on the another side. It's very convenient to use. And they have these long lips, and they have even bigger size. This is Wolfcrafts. I have a link in the description under each video, because usually this is just in every video when I'm showing these clamps, people are asking where to buy them. And I found them on Amazon. This set of 4 somebody given me as gift back then in Ukraine, and this one I found already here on Amazon. And actually mostly 80% of my tools I'm buying on Amazon. It's convenient, you don't have to go anywhere, you definitely know what you want, you just need to press the button and wait. They will deliver it home. Let me switch this side. Can add a drop of glue here. And where is my napkin or paper towel? Just to add a seam to seal it, preferably without spilling. And a little in the bowl. Such sharp angles, the soldering iron can't reach. But the wood is warming up, and it also helps to cure faster for PVA. So let's work on this edge. Okay, there. which clamp to use, which one is closer. And I think I have to use longer one. So let me cut plus minus proper length. And then I will cut it to the precise size. Oh, can't fit. Need to turn the cutter or slicer at an angle. Where I have marked it. Right here. And here. And now I can actually remove this one. It's already was clamped much longer, so I can just start adjusting the proper angle. So just slight sanding. At an angle. Good. And clamp this one, but I will clamp in a few spots just to hold it. Can't fit the pencil like this. But I will not cut the precise size immediately. I will cut it slightly longer and will sand to a proper size. Shorter. Little more. And now sand. Now let me check. Oh, good. And then actually the lower edge is already correct. I need to cut only the upper one, because this is not at 90 degrees. Why is everything running away from me today? Where is my second pencil? Thanks. A little more upper end of the tank. Let me check. Almost there. Slight touch. Should be Just perfect size. Yay! Now just polishing and chamfering one lower edge. Polishing and chamfering. So this one I can even glue without bending. Have I missed any questions? Douglas, I'm glad that you like it. Wooden ship modeling, this is even absolutely different kind of world. This is, you are building a model literally in the same way how the real ship was built. And real ships were built a couple of years, like I'm talking about Man of Wars, three-masted ships. Same quantity of years you are using to build a model. Okay, now polishing. And yes, I hope that when I will get my drawings, there will be not only specification of quantity of and sizes of blocks, there should be more visible how it was nailed, etc. Because in the books, the drawings are so compressed that you can't see even what is written there clearly. So you don't have to buy them because 16 sheets, $10 per sheet and $10 for the shipping. It's quite a lot. So I will share everything what I will calculate. I can't share drawings, but I can share what I have calculated based on the drawings. So you don't have to spend that extra money. And who knows, maybe one day I would like to build a scratch exactly how it was built. Not on bulkheads, but on real frames, and to frame only one side. If somebody will order it as a model. Good enough. Removing that sharp edge, chamfering a little, and slight Scotch Brite touch for scuff pads, and we can glue. Glue. Where is my glue? This is for cyanoacrylate. Oh, this is my PVA. Found my tool. I will need it. And a few drops of fresh glue. Brush. Haven't cleaned it. Why I'm looking for everything today? This is probably a day to look for everything. We'll clean in a moment the drop of glue. Okay, which side is what? Which? This one. Yeah. Forgot which side was stern, which is bow. Now I will remove this X-axis of the glue. Some plastic one. I can remove some clamps where I already cured PVA with soldering iron. I need to remove some glue here. So now I will use soldering iron again, and then I can remove at least half of these clamps on another side, so we can glue a second side too. But before I will apply this glue, let me turn around and I will show you how I'm applying it on that seam between whale and plank. Somewhere scalpel here, and so from here to here. Oh, finally it's on the screen. Come on, move. Clamp it with this one. I don't have in the middle anything. Okay, let's think it will not fall. Glue. Where I have put my glue? Oh, right here. So just to apply glue on the seam between. And this will go into the water, and I will cure glue with soldering iron, preferably without melting clamps. Actually, this one is small. It will hold without melting the clamp. Come on. Yeah, I was very brave to say that I will make 4 strakes during 2 hours. So if you have enough clamps, you don't have to use soldering iron. I'm just doing this to speed up the process, so I can use these clamps on another side and make second strike during the live stream. But if you don't want to wait 10-12 hours, you can speed up the process of curing with soldering iron. Now let's move on the second side. And let's start with the bow. I have a piece. No, it's too short. Maybe it's good for the stern. No, it's not good anywhere. Okay, this is just a cuts off. But we have another piece. Maybe it can be a middle part. It's long enough. Let's cut another long one then. So first I will bend it. So watcha. And let's bend it. Which side I like more? First I'm just steaming, and then I can start bending it. Maybe more, definitely more, but let's check. Yeah, definitely more. Yay, just a little more in the end, somewhere here. Slight curve. What do we have here? Perfect. Now let's make this angle. Yeah, thank you, Douglas. Sometimes I'm missing comments, and if I missed your comments, this does not mean that I'm doing this intentionally. Drop them in the standard regular comments after the live stream. I will answer them, but thank you so much for also helping me with answering comments. Okay, I need to make angle. Also this. Sanding block. Little more. And bigger angle. Bigger angle. Now I need to cut the proper length. Okay, you need some clamps. Pencil. A little shorter. Shorter. More. And then just thunder. A little shorter. A little more. Something like this. Yep, now just shaping it, chamfering lower edge. Let me show you. Because our whale, it's not perfect 90 degrees because we have carved frame, so I'm just chamfering lower edge only because upper one we will cut proper width when it will dry together to shape proper level or surface for the plank shell also. So this is just for getting perfect joint between whale and plank without cracks, gaps, like this. It's definitely a day. Why is everything jumping from my hands? Probably I shouldn't take anything sharp into hands. Now slight polishing, just to remove all these traces from tools, to make it smooth. Then it will be less sanding when the model is blanked. This is about 240, I believe 240, looks like it, it's not written. 240 grades, and now I'm just removing this lower edge, rounding it to make it not that sharp, just to add some coziness to the model. And now slight polishing with Scotch Brite, and we can glue it. Glue. A fresh drop of glue. Oh. This one's not holding anything. Come on. Okay, we'll glue it with soldering iron. Let's clamp the rest. Now we can remove every second clamp here from this side. Actually, I have more here. And I can steal another clamp somewhere. Like this one. Just check. But I need something. Clamp it. And where is my favorite tool to remove some glue? Actually, it's sitting quite tight. So the only thing what I need, I will add glue on the seam again, and we'll use soldering iron to cure it completely in the bow, because I'm not clamping it at all. This will go into the water, and now soldering iron. Just to hold it with my fingers while it is still hot. when it will completely cool off, it will not go away or anywhere. I can already remove my fingers from here, but I will cure a little more this glue so I can use these clamps further. Don't have that much clamps. I have seen somebody has enough clamps to put on each top timber one clamp. Wow, I'm envying you. You have that many clamps. I'm talking about the group on the Facebook. Okay. What I'm actually doing, I'm curing the glue which is leaking from under the plank, but still under the plank it's raw, so it will cure on its own. But which I'm drying or boiling like this with soldering iron, it will hold plank in its proper position. So another drop is here. Oh, I need to clean these drops. I don't need them because I have to glue another plank here. And actually glue even is thickens fast enough even without soldering iron. It's hot here. I have 25 degrees in the workshop because dehumidifier is working and it is rising temperature a little. These green ones, they are stronger, so let's put this one here and this one here. Okay, let's move again in the stern. This. This I was planning to use as a middle part, yes, it is. But this is a short one, and from where I have cut a piece? Yeah, from this one. So actually I can make one strake with three strips. The fourth one will stay. Now I need to bend and cut here. Now let's bend. It's not that big radius in the stern, I remember. Or actually not that small radius, quite big on the contrary. Check. Perfect, just a little more in the end to finalize this curve. So like this, and I actually can disconnect it. I don't want to disconnect everything. Let me make this in focus, this part of the model. Come on. Don't want to sit here. Not this one, this one. So let me dry the end of it so I can cut and sand. I need completely dry only the end of the plank because it's picky to be sanded and cut when it is wet. And maybe I will chamfer immediately this lower edge, so we can get precise cut. Again, still a little wet here. about like this. Oh, of course, I close it with my head. So first I'm trying to cut plus minus proper angle. And now I will start. Still wet. Don't like it. Should be dry. Also will create angle like this. The most tricky part to cut this notch for the stern post. Scalpel. So plus minus just at the same angle, and then I will shape it. Aha, closing with my head. And to cut balsa, you have to have a very sharp blade. More. So deeper. Okay, moving in that proper direction. Where is it? More. Let me try it with a file. Now, still deeper. Looks like it's proper angle, but a little longer. Still it's too big. Still a little more. Still too high. A little more. Oops. No, it's not that bad. Just need to shape it. It is not right. Oh, sorry. And just bigger angle like this. And what do we have here? Perfect. Just perfect. Now I can start removing clamps. Let's do this one also. Now shorter, a little at an angle, and slightly shorter, almost like this. Now again, I have to chamfer the edge, lower edge. Polishing, removing all these traces of tools to make it smooth. Rounding the lower edge. And slight polishing with scuff pads or Scotch Brite. And now we can glue. Yay! Glue. So I will need more the fresh glue. My brush. Why my hands are covered in glue? I don't know, have no idea. And let's glue this. Preferably without sticking my head in front of the camera. Too much here, it will leak. Maybe I can actually clamp it just from this. No, can't. Oh, good. It's holding. I will steal this stronger clamp. This will hold here. Good. Where I can steal another clamp. Maybe here. Now let's cure it with soldering iron so we can glue the last third piece. Just to check that it is tight. Oh, and I need to apply glue to the seam as I did in all previous pieces of planking. And just to create that film of glue, which just will hold it in this carved position forever. Since we have only these gluing spots on the top timbers, it just will increase the surface which is holding this radius. Is this on? Yes. Huh, it's like cold. Okay, it's not hot. No, it's warm. But something is not working with my soldering iron. Come on. Strange. I think it burned. Okay, it's hot. I can increase temperature, 300 Celsius. Oh, yes, it's disconnected maybe itself. It's not burning the glue, just curing. So I'm wondering what is going on. Yeah, it is getting hotter. Good. Just not hot enough. Okay, it's not, it's working. It's not broken, so everything is all right. Just for some reasons it was cold, oh, barely warm. Again, I will put back 200 Celsius because it's too hot already. And the last piece for today. Like this. Clamp it. Hold on, a little shorter. Okay, hold this one. Stay there. Need to check if, yes, of course I forgot to clean this glue here. Need to clean my tool first. Actually, I can bring even closer camera for this last piece for today, so you can see it closer. Maybe too close. Found the pencil. What is good? So where is this piece of wood? Which side I cut? This one. Now I need to cut this side. Just will send, it will be faster. Almost proper length. Okay, let's try. Oh, over sanded on the lower part. Good job. Let me sand upper one and we'll see if I will use this piece at all. too big gap. Or I can spread in between to make it symmetrical. This and this. And it is not that bad. So let's glue. First I will chamfer it a little, lower edge, so it will fit perfectly with the whale. We'll polish it to remove all these traces of tools. And we'll round this sharp edge just slightly, barely visible. Scotch-Brite. And it is ready to be glued, like this. A fresh drop of glue. And let's go. Where is my favorite tool? Oh, where is my favorite tool? Need to scrape some glue. And I will remove some clamps now from the previous plank, that piece of plank. Now it is even too long. Why it was short without glue. But I need to remove some excess of glue. A lot of it here. Still another clamp somewhere here, more wooden, another wooden will go here. Now I will spread this glue on the seam between plank and whale, and actually this one I can leave clamped, it will dry without soldering iron, and tomorrow we will make a strake under the whale on each side. So I believe The next 4 episodes will be about each strake of planking on the model, because we have 4 strakes on each side under the whale, and unfortunately can't speed up this process. Would love to, but it's not possible. Okay, good. And let me switch to a bigger screen. Oh, like this. And like this. And I believe this is it for today. Let me put it somewhere here. So thank you very much for coming, joining me today in this little adventure, and tomorrow we will continue with this planking. So we will make a strake on each side under the whales, pretty much in the same way, just with different width of planking, of planks. And who has noticed that in the kit we have on the drawings, they are showing like wider in the stern and bow, when on the drawings which we have in the book, the first strake under the whale, it is even narrowed, and it can be, I can explain why, because when you are bending something just with a scarf, so definitely should narrow it, not widen it. So don't know what is happening with lower planks, because it's not showing me in this book. It just shows me above the water line, so we will see it on the original drawings from the museum or Smithsonian's institution, something like that. So how it was documented on and the drawings were taken from the original Gunboat Philadelphia, so we will see how it is in the drawings. And I can understand why they're not published an entire set of drawings, because if you want to have an entire set of drawings, you have to buy them. So understandable, but still it's a lot of information in this book. You can build a model, but if you want to make more historically accurate, you definitely have to have drawings, especially if they are existing. So just to ignore them, I can't. So that's why I contacted the museum and asked if they have it. They have, and I ordered it, but it takes time because everything is processed literally manually. You have to send mail with a check. They will get it, and then we will print the drawings, and then they will send it. So it is already more than a week, and I just sent it 2 days ago. So I hope I will get them next week, or at least for the next week, in like second week from today. So I hope that then I will calculate all the blocks, and I will tell you what you will need to. Okay, something is not right. I need to clamp this like this, because it's, oh, now it's tight. And we can continue working on this little boat. And as I said, inner planking completely wrong on the drawings in the kit, so ignore them. We will make it in proper way. As inner planking was much wider than outer planking, and it's understandable. You don't have to make precise and just even to caulking between them. So you don't have to be that much accurate with inner planking. The most important is outer planking. So it was made with wider planks just to make it faster. So this is what we will do on our model also. So with this is it for today. Have a nice rest of the day, evening, depends on which part of the world you are watching. And see you tomorrow, guys. And we will continue planking here. Bye!